like. Groovy podcast hosted by inebriated people. That's Kai with the cracking voice and Heather's touched by evil. One thinks he's Spider-Man, the other is a ninja. It's the Man I Love Fun podcast, it's the MILFcast.
Hello everyone and welcome to another MILFcast mini edition. I am Kai, your host. Joining me as always is a lovely and talented Heather Baxendale. Say hello, Heather.
I'm talented. Hello. I don't know what I'm good at yet, but...
You're good at disappearing as soon as we go into this thing every time I go out of the thing. So let's just... Jesus Christ, this thing. There we go.
It does that because you're doing the scene switch, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know why. So, I should tell everyone I got a new thing for my mic. So it's up here now in my face. So I look like I'm professional even though we are not professional.
No. Well,
No.
Being professional I don't think would be as much fun. Is that fair to say?
It might be more entertaining. I don't know if it'd be fun. We did say Man I Love Fun was fun for us. We really didn't say it was fun for anybody else.
No, in fact, I think the only thing that I tell people in the promos is we're going to get weird and have a good time. But I don't say that they're going to. I say we're going to.
Yeah. It's really just, thanks for coming. We appreciate it. So, housekeeping. So some stuff we have coming up. Again, the 27th. So now we know our lineup is going to be, we're going to have Dylan Fields. Old man Dylan's going to join us for the Milfy Awards on the 27th. We're going to have DJ Valentine because he's always fun. And we're going to have Sebastian Gutierrez. Hey, middle-aged old man.
Oh!
Subscribe to Tier 1. Thank you, middle-aged old man.
That's really sweet.
That helps us do stuff. You guys, we don't push the subs, but if we get a few more, we get to do some more fun stuff, bring some more emotes that we've created. We got Team Kai and Team Heather coming soon. So thank you. Appreciate that. 27th, the Milfy Awards. We're going to cover 18 months this time, and it's not going to be strictly filmed like we did in the past. Stupid ads. He paid to get rid of the ads. I don't blame him.
I don't either.
I might pay for that on my personal account.
Actually, what I can do too now, and I haven't talked to Kai about this yet, but one of the things I can do is I can run a 1-minute ad break at any point in the show, and it gets, I think, a little bit of money for us. Like maybe we get 30 cents for it or something like that.
Woo.
Yeah, I think it depends on how many people are viewing, but I won't run it because I don't want to annoy you guys.
Yeah. So, sub if you will. I mean, it's like a latte or whatever, but we don't care. Anyway, so we got the Milfies coming up. Sebastian's a new addition. That DJ's a new addition, but DJ will fit in fine. Sebastian's a wild card. We'll see what happens. We've got, who do we got coming on Wednesday with us, Heather?
Oh, we have Jeanette Ward. She is fantastic, guys. She's going to come on a mini episode this week. And if she isn't completely annoyed by us, which I highly doubt she will, she'll probably come on for a regular podcast episode. She's been on the show before, back when it was a movie podcast. She's a big Star Wars fan. And, I mean, she has Thrawn tattooed on her leg. It's badass. And she's also a wicked, sweet belly dancer. Like, travels the entire world belly dancing. I stalk her a little on the socials. I admit it. I have a little bit of a crush on her.
She was also a good guest. Like back when we...
She's awesome. She really is.
Back when we stopped doing the game, like months, or was it a couple years ago, she was like the last of the high scores on the game, and she missed making the cut she was the one person out. Like if somebody had a cold, she would have got in, but she couldn't. So she did well on that, and she was fun from what I remember.
She was. I think you kept teasing her and saying, "Oh, Heather's just being nice because she has a crush on you."
You just pretty much admitted to that.
I just did. I have no problem. I adore her. She's really, really great. It's nice to meet another woman who's out there doing the podcasting stuff too. That is big time into Star Wars and not talking about it in a hot tub. Although if she was, I'd watch that.
Or while belly dancing.
Really?
I'm surprised there aren't belly
Guys,
dancers.
swords.
I haven't seen any belly dancers on here. I think they would do really well. If a hot tub cat can do well. Belly dancers
I think
right.
hot tub. We actually had one of our regulars message me today, and he said that he was really enjoying where we were sending us to the raids, and he requested that we go to more artists.
Oh, cool!
He was really enjoying a lot of the artists we were sending him to. I think he specifically was referencing Cameron Creates and maybe Dino. Dino
does a lot of gaming.
He does, but our viewer, I think it was Dragon's Pride. He's into that too. But so far he's been really, really happy with where we've been sending.
Okay.
So
we'll keep it up.
So that was good. That was good feedback for me because I sometimes am pretty random with it. But
Cameron's great too, and he's a super nice guy. He actually mods on Timbot stream. We'd love to raid Timbot, but he didn't start till like midnight Eastern, and Heather can't do that late. So if Cam's on, we usually send to him, and he's good. He dropped in here and gifted 5 subs to people. That was really nice of him. He didn't have to do that, so that was really nice. I'm also, by the way, it's a heat wave here, so I'm just gonna sweat profusely through this whole damn thing because there's no air in this room. So
oh yeah, I was wondering how that was gonna go for you this summer.
Next couple months are gonna suck a lot because I live in a hot portion. I live in Southern California, in a hotter portion of Southern California, without getting too particular about where I live. Anyway, so so we'll have her on Wednesday, and then I put a offer into some of the people that we play our trivia with on Saturday nights because I think there's a lot of interesting people in there.
We have great people on there, and we have a really cool, diverse group of people too, with different backgrounds and are into different things too. Which I think we should definitely mix things up. We need to get a little crazy here.
We definitely got to get Old Man Logan in here. I have a visual for that.
Okay, so I was so excited. Kai made a visual, which
I did not. One of the guys in our trivia that does some photoshopping for fun did a very bad Photoshop of. Go ahead.
Okay, I so want to know who made it now.
Who makes the ones at the beginning of all our games on Saturdays?
Oh, he did.
Yeah, I just reached out.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so if Old Man Dylan Fields. You guys, this would be so great if Dylan actually watched the show, but Dylan does not ever watch the show.
He doesn't, so we can just talk as much as we want as long as he's not here.
Yeah, and he currently doesn't, I think, actually listen to podcasts either, which he used to listen all the time, but he doesn't anymore, and that's fine. So we just talk shit about him when he's not here.
That's exactly what we do.
But I made the new trailer for for July, June, June, and I just decided to be snarky and put Old Man Dylan Fields on it.
You put the picture out?
I didn't put the picture.
Okay, good.
That's the
I'm
reason
saving
you
that.
did it. No. Watch the trailer. It's actually on our Twitch channel when we're not live. When it pops up at the end, it says who's going to come up on the MILFcast and has Sebastian, DJ, and Old Man Dylan Fields.
Oh, I got to look at that. Okay. I'm trying to play with my lights right now, too, because I got this weird thing. So I got this thing now, so I can't put my light where it normally is. Otherwise, it just shadows me out with this. But when I put it down here, it creates this shadow pocket behind my nose that looks like I've got like a nose tattoo or something. Do you see that?
I didn't notice it, but I have really big issues with my lighting over here. So I'm always trying to not glow too much. Although sometimes people said my glow is good, and sometimes it's too shiny.
Yeah, we'll try that. We'll see what happens.
But yeah, yours is not bad. I think you're getting shadow from your beautiful new mic.
I know. That's why I got to do this, and then I get the nose thing. But that's fine. We'll stick with it.
I might.
We sound like NPR right now, except they don't talk about lighting.
No, they don't. I'm excited though. I'm gonna look on Prime Day and see. I've had a monitor in my cart for about a month now, and I'm like, if things are going good, I'll probably pick that up sometime in the next few months. We'll see. But Prime Day's coming up, so if I find one that's a little bit off, I might get a second monitor, which will be fun. Because then I can watch you guys and I can look things up for you guys.
Ko Cray in the chat. First of all, she said the standby music is really catchy. It is. That's the old closing music for our podcast for years. It's Home Base Groove. It's a free to use internet song thing. And then she said, I don't know Dylan, but he does give off real old man vibes. He does.
He is the epitome of old man, and he is totally like driving into the skid with it. He loves it.
Yeah, something's happening the last 2 years. Like he's about to cinch his pants up under his nipples and like wear Crocs and socks and tell people to get off his lawn.
And I know some people that are getting older that are definitely doing that kind of thing. Middle-aged old man said he wishes he was an old man. Fair enough. He doesn't wear the name yet. Because he doesn't, well, you're a little ahead of the curve there, middle-aged old man, because he doesn't know how to Twitch.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody is at your old man level. It's true. Middle-aged old man has been on the show here many times complaining about the neighbors' loud music.
Yeah.
And those typical things.
Yeah, that's classic get off my lawn. So tell me what's up with the socials.
Okay, today's... I've been a little under the weather today, so I haven't been monitoring stuff as closely as I usually have. I usually will take notes when there's been long debates and explanations, and I didn't. And there was actually long debates and explanations. I must have been on a Bond kick when I scheduled everything and made everything for this month. But the death match this weekend was who would win in a fight, a death match. Would it be Daniel Craig as James Bond, or would it be Pierce Brosnan as James Bond?
Daniel Craig. 100%
Yeah.
hands down.
Oh my gosh. Like there was like 4 people. My brother even went Daniel Craig.
Dude, he did like parkour and Muay Thai and shit. Like
Yeah. I mean, I
Like-
actually kind of agree with it.
Pierce Brosnan
I-
had some stunning looks. Like,
Pierce Brosnan is my favorite Bond, and
but like in a
you know,
tussle, like nah, he's gonna shoot
yeah.
a dude and be smart, but he wasn't gonna
once,
tussle.
Once most of the arguments were made, they actually pulled me to their side. Because at first I was like, wait a minute, shouldn't this at least be a little close in some ways or capacities?
No.
And no, it wouldn't be. I totally rescind my arguments there. Oh, the bread bug has joined
Hello,
us. Hello,
bread
bread
bug.
bug. And so has lovely.
Hello, lovely.
Y'all are Bucky and Falcon, and he's old Cap.
Yes, that is very true.
It's so true. Yes, Pierce Brosnan did kill Sean Bean, but let's be fair, Dragon's Pride 420. Many people have killed Sean Bean. It does not necessarily mean that they are really good at
The other
killing.
thing with Dylan is we're much closer in age than him and Falcon to Cap ratio. Like, it's not like he was frozen in ice for 6 years. It's like he thinks he was frozen in ice for 6 years.
I think
but that he
wants to be
aged.
frozen nice for 6 years. And that's the thing too. Like he actually doesn't look that much older. He's been aging very well, as far as that goes.
Yes, who has not killed Sean Bean? I
Yeah,
gotta get in
there's-
that line because I haven't done it yet. I feel like that's like an upcoming attraction at like Knott's Berry Farm.
This was an overwhelming thing on the socials. If you guys would like to chime in and say anything other than, Sean Bean has a problem with his head falling off. Indeed, he does.
Spoiler! 10-year spoiler.
I think we're okay there. But yeah, this one was overwhelmingly in favor of Sean Bean. Also, I've started a new little thing that I'm going to do once a week, and I've apparently made them way too easy, so I'm going to make them more challenging next month. But I've been doing movie either covers. There's a video game one I think that's coming, and maybe book covers and things like that, where I'm showing just a little corner of the cover.
I did see the
And
Deep
you
Blue
have to
Sea one.
guess
I
what.
got it immediately, but of course...
Everybody did.
Yeah.
I figured Jay Cluett would. And
Well,
he
there's only a
did.
handful of shark movies that like really matter. There's like what? All the Jaws, Open Water, Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
That's about it. And it wasn't Open Water. And I couldn't remember it from Jaws. And I was just like, and then I immediately go right to the Deep Blue Sea poster. And of course, the
everybody-
guy that got it right
was
is the
right
guy that does a minute-by-minute podcast breaking down the film Deep Blue Sea.
Yes, and then across multiple platforms, everybody is tagging both Jay and and Matt. So both of them were involved in everything, and it was quite funny. But I have some work to do. I didn't want to make it too hard. I've learned enough in making trivia games for the show. Oops. And for our Jeopardy nights as well, that making things too hard is a bigger faux pas than making it too easy. The first week it was Drop Dead Fred, and I just had the corner of his hair, and everybody got that immediately on all platforms as well. So next month I'll make it more challenging.
Get like sideways and only show the color green in the background.
Yeah, well that's the direction I'm going, or I'm going to make maybe a little more obscure.
We could also
things.
we could
We'll
also
see.
do the minimalist posters, which was really interesting. We had a friend that did a trivia night thing with minimalist posters, where it's like just bare knuckle, nothing on the poster. And you have to guess what movie it is, and some of them are kind of easy. Like what's the Shining? It's basically the carpet.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
one everybody
some of
got
it-
pretty good, but some of them like I had no fucking idea what they are. Or we could do Ghana posters. By the way, if you guys don't know about Ghana posters, you need to Google that shit immediately. The country of Ghana is batshit insane.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm not. Google Ghana movie posters. It's like for the film Rocky, you'll have Rocky, but you'll also have him holding someone's head while dressed as Rambo with like a machine gun, just to let you know he's someone that does other films that you might know.
And this is the thing too, when you look at them, you can literally throw anything bizarre out there and you have fleeting chance of actually guessing.
And then you start
what it is.
misguessing too. Like at one point I was like, that's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I'm like, it can't be. And I was like, it's Hostel. And it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It like came back on me.
I remember you got stuck on that one. But I understand why. You start going in that direction, you can't unsee what you're seeing. And sometimes it seems really obvious, and it is obvious, but most of the time it's not.
Yeah, so I would recommend checking those out. If not, we'll bring some on at some point. So I'm curious, Heather, what's the state of Michigan doing now that so California is like reopening tomorrow? It's like kind of a big deal.
Michigan pretty much is right now.
Pretty much or officially.
I think it's official. I haven't even read because everybody's out doing shit and I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I have friends going, "Hey, I just went to the bar last night." And listen, I'm not unhappy for everybody else. This is great for other people. I'm not excited about the crowds again. I'm just not. But I even thought about going to Target, which I haven't been to in almost 2 years.
There we go. July 1st is the official opening. I'm assuming opening in Michigan. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're in a weird predicament where like California's reopening. We've had like a tier system. There's like widespread, moderate, not too bad, and pretty cool. So luckily most of California's been doing awesome. We're almost all to the pretty cool or on the verge of the pretty cool, and our major metropolises are all in the very cool. Like LA's Orange County, where I grew up, they're trending at like 0.8% or 0.8% positivity rate out of every 100,000.
Oh yeah, ours is way down just in the last week or two. It's been considerably down. So it's nice to see those numbers drop.
But the weird thing is, so you've got OSHA, the occupational safety hazard people. They're maintaining mask mandates and things for work. But most of California, we're losing a tier system tomorrow. Everything is pretty much opening up. There's a lot of the honor system, which is bullshit because a lot of people don't have honor.
That's the thing I struggle with. I know that there are lots of places of business that are not going to be. I mean, I bring my card with me when I go into places, but I still haven't taken my mask off in public yet either. So.
Well, that's one of the things I liked about California is one of the rules of reopening in California is you cannot tell someone they cannot wear a mask, whether vaccinated or not. And that's the weirdest thing for me is like I find that, so I haven't eaten in a restaurant yet. I haven't gone to the movie theater yet. I don't really intend to anytime soon. If one thing I found out, Grubhub is amazing. Just get food at home whenever I want from anywhere. I've gone to stores now. I'm still wearing a mask in the stores, mainly because they require them, but also just it's hard to just like bank shift out of what you've gotten used to doing, and we've gotten used to being safe through this whole thing. So I do have to return to my workplace for a very small amount of time each week. I'm actually going to continue working from home, which I'm really happy about, but even that feels overwhelming and weird, and it's very minimal what they want from me. So I don't know. I just was curious what Michigan is like, because California's pretty fucking safe, and it just still all feels strange.
Michigan and California have been, I think, some of the stricter states. I know you guys had a lot of people rebelling at the beginning as well as we did and throughout and that kind of thing too. But we definitely had one of the stricter states, but we were in big trouble at first compared to everybody else too. So it was kind of scary for a little while there. So, but recently, until things started to go into a bad upswing again, I don't know, maybe 3 months ago. I think it was when they opened up all the school sports and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that's when all the numbers started shooting up again. And then we put some more restrictions on. Oh, it was that, and I think restaurant and bar capacity and that kind of thing. I'm not. Well, there's a lot of things that I wasn't interested in returning to anyway because I'm already a bit of a germaphobe. I mean, I'm not crazy like.
I'm not a germaphobe. I'm like I like being home. Like
I like not being sick because people are disgusting. That's what I like. I like that I hadn't been sick in 18 months.
Well, it's funny.
I
take the least good care of myself out of everyone in my family, and I'm always the one that'll go a few years without getting sick while they get it every year. So
Mike's the same way.
I was always a fan of go out and get a little bit of germ. Now it's just kind of a different situation. I have a new outlook on how I'm going to handle that going forward. You know what I mean?
I grew up and I was like I didn't get sick very often. I would get, like my regular annoying seasonal colds and that kind of thing, which if you live in a state like Michigan, that's pretty much par for the course. But until I started working in restaurants as an adult, I didn't start getting sick all the time. And then I started working in restaurants, waitressing, bartending, and I was sick all the time. And you know what I did, guys? They wouldn't let me stay home when I was sick. So I had to keep working while I was sick.
And spreading germs around.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And trust me, people who work in the food service don't want to be working when they're sick either. It's horrible. So yeah, it's just, and yeah, we've been out like a little bit. One time we were out without masks and it was at Brosnan's graduation and it was outdoors. and here I am sick. So I'm a little pissed off.
That's funny. So I want to mention two quick things. So first of all, Dragon's Pride 420 in the chat. Are you vaccinated? If you're comfortable sharing, please answer my question. If you don't want to, I understand. He said he went and saw a Quiet Place 2, no mask, but I still wear mine at work and in stores out of habit. I find myself doing that too. Honestly, a lot of it's like, even I'm going to have it with me at all times because I don't know when I have to have it. So
It's
I'm just going to have it with me.
do.
Little Donut Ice said I just got my VR, so it's pretty much the same thing. So he doesn't need to leave his house. Just VR that shit. Breadbug
Make
said,
me feel better.
make me feel better too. I got to be honest. Like I came to terms with some things during COVID, like going outside, being outside, felt a lot better. As long as it's hard not to social distance while you're out and about, unless you're at like an event, which is different. In general, masks do make me feel, and I've got a bunch of cool fucking masks. I did the work, dude.
I know. I got seasonal ones.
Breadbug, fuck that shit. You take that mask off, show your pretty face, and then you put it back on for comfort. I don't like that kind of talk. It's not allowed in my chat. God damn it.
You're beautiful, Breadbug.
Beautiful son of a bitch.
Beautiful. Show your face off, and otherwise Kyle will get mean. Meanest nice
I know.
person
I know
ever.
it's a great thing for women, and I don't. This is not sexist at all. Like women spend a lot of time putting makeup and things on, and you don't have to put half of it on. My wife can get out of the house in a quarter of the time that we used to.
I'm sure many women do feel that way. I don't, because I don't wear makeup.
It wasn't meant to be
Almost
all
ever.
encompassing. I just
But
meant in
I know-
general.
I know
Men
what you're
don't put a
saying.
bunch of shit on their face.
Yeah.
A lot of
But I
girls do, and you don't have to.
I will say this: there's been usually I'm an early grocery shopping person, and I was prior to COVID because I still don't like to be in crowds of people because they're disgusting and annoying. So I would go literally to the grocery store at like 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning, and I would rush out right after I got up. And there were mornings where I would forget to brush my teeth before I went to the grocery store, and I'd be all
Not anymore. Now the only one that has to smell that is you.
But now if I've got that morning breath, or I had some garlic before I went shopping or something, I'm like, I'm the only one who has to breathe this in. I like my mask.
I've had a couple of those. It wasn't great though. That was a bad stitch. I was like, I'll just stay home today because I don't want to breathe in this mask. So many Melinas masquerading as Melinas masquerading as katanas in the chat. Mass are my favorite treasure. I don't know when the treasure thing happened, but it's happening a lot, and I need to get in the know.
Yeah, I want some treasure. I would like treasure. Redbug.
It's true. Little Donut Ice was buying and wearing masks before COVID. We went to... What the heck just happened? Let's just go ahead and
They
accept
make me
it.
feel
This is
like
a thing that
I'm
happened.
from Dorhe.
Little Donut Ice we went to Anime Expo together like 4 or 5 years ago. 3 years, 4 years, something like that. Time is broken since COVID. He bought like all these masks, all these anime masks, and I'm like, stop buying masks. When are you gonna wear these masks? Sure enough, first day of COVID, slapped the mask on and said, fuck all you guys.
So knew what was up. Yep. I actually have a bunch of masks too. They're the I don't even know what you'd call them, but I have them for, my winter running. Oh, there goes my head again.
Yeah, let me get rid of that
And they cover my neck, and they come